created one people, man, for him to show his love upon, right? Read that for me.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Read.
But thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power.
Read.
The Most High thy power have chosen thee to be a special people.
So hold on. Already, right? We've been called holy people. We've been called a chosen people, man. Because that's how the Most High deals with the children of Israel, man. We're a holy chosen people to him, man. Keep reading.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. Read.
Above all people.
No, below all people.
Above all people.
No, equal to all people.
Above all people.
Above all people, man. Listen, it's superiority in the earth, man. It's superiority in the earth. To think that all nations just gonna come and join hands and sing kumbaya, that's not biblical, man. Somebody has to be ruling. Somebody has to be ruling. And the Most High chose the Israelites to do that, man. But guess what? We're not fulfilling the requirements that the Most High told us that we gotta keep, man. Give me Deuteronomy 10 to 12, right? Because even to get a job, right? They sit there and say, hey, you need a bachelor's degree, right? You need 2 years experience in this, right? It's requirements that you gotta have, or they say like you're not fit, man, for that job, right? We might think that we fit for the kingdom of heaven because of the kingdom of heaven that we was preached to. The way you get into it is right before you die, just say, Jesus, please forgive me, and you win.
And you good.
That's how you get into the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? The most beautiful, we can't even fathom what it's gonna be like. But just to get in, all I gotta do is say, Jesus, please forgive me, man. How wicked is that to teach people like that, man? Give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Read.
And now, Israel,
right?
What doeth the Most High thy power require of thee?
What does the Most High require out of the children of Israel, man? To receive this glorious thing called the kingdom of heaven, man. When you in rulership, when you have servants, when you don't have to eat defiled bread, when you don't have to turn on your TV and watch two men kissing.
Right.
I can't even watch no TV without two men kissing. It's crazy, man. But at the end of the day, man, we want to try to keep this kingdom from falling. But guess what? The Most High already prophesied it got to go down, man.
Right,
so there's nothing that we can do. How about we keep the requirements, man, that's going to exalt us?
That's
Read
right.
that.
But to fear the Most High thy power.
Right? We got to fear the Most High. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. Read.
And to love him.
And to love the Most High. And that's the most important key, man. That's the most important key, man. Because at the end of the day, us loving the Most High is going to get us out of this condition. That's how easy it is, man. We say we love God, but now we got to show it, right? Now we got to show it. Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Now we got to show it. Because talking, it's not going to get us nowhere. Talking is not going to get us nowhere, man. We serve a great and terrible power, man. The Most High eradicated everybody else off the earth during the flood except for 8 people, man. Noah, his wife, and his sons and his wives, man. You act like the Most High won't take you out, man, by not just keeping the requirements. You a fool.
Right.
You a fool. The Most High will visit you. Read that when you get it, right? Because the one thing about it, man, if you don't see the judgment happen right in front of your eyes, a lot of us don't want to believe it. A lot of us don't want to believe it. But then we read about how we got our land. We just ain't go over there and ask the Amorites, right? And the Jebusites to just leave. We had to slew them, right? By the commandment of the Most High. Read that for me.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3.
Read.
Talk no more so exceeding proudly.
Listen, all that, Jesus, I love you. God, I love you. The Most High don't want to hear that no more, man. He don't want to hear your words, man, and your abundant sayings. Read.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Read.
For the Most High is a power of knowledge.
Right.
And by him actions are weighed.
What a way?
Actions are weighed.
So Most High is going to look at what you do, man. The Most High is looking at how you live your life according to his word, right? But like I said, we celebrate this wicked day, Christmas, man, because every time when we celebrate, nothing happens. Everything is good, right? Give me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, right? And that's the reason why the Most High is going to start pouring out his judgment in these last days, right? Because at the end of the day, so-called black people, man, need to see something happen before they get right. They just don't want to learn, man. Right? You got a brother, he get locked up, soon as he get out, 2 months later he locked up again.
Exactly.
You was just in jail for 8 years. How you get out for 2 months and then you go get back locked up again, man? Because you don't want to be patient. You want to get right back to it and try to get right back to the fast money. But that's what landed you in there in the first place, man. That's not smart. Them people make money off of you making them dumb decisions, man. It ain't worth it. Read that for me when you get it. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. right? Because our people, obviously what they doing to us in justice system ain't working, right? So how about the Most High start sending plagues out here, man, right? Because guess what? I be on Facebook a lot, and I see that now that, you know, some of our people, right, their parents are dying from COVID, and they urging the people to put on their masks. But we come out and urge the people to keep the commandments, right? That's what we do, because that's ultimately what our people are dying for, man, right? But guess what? When it hit home, when it's somebody we really care about, now we want to urge the people to do right.
Right.
But guess what? We're not gonna wait just because it ain't happening to our grandma or our mama. Right. Guess what? Any Israelite, man, that's getting killed out here in America, man, needs his people to come out here, man, try to lift us up and be better, man. Right. Because that's love. Read.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Read.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because your house didn't blow up when you was roasting that ham in the oven on Christmas Day. Read.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
You sent your uncle to go get another one from the store, and so that because y'all ain't have enough. That's wickedness, man. The Most High not dealing with that, man. How about we show the Most High love, man, and do what He tell us to do? Give me Psalms 33 and 12. No, give me Psalms 32 and 12, right? Because there's something, right? There's something that nations need to be doing, right? To be exalted, man. There's something that our nation needs to do to be exalted, right? Because guess what? We got a LeBron James, right? We got a Tiger Woods, right? We got millionaires, right? In the so-called black community. But how does that help us when we don't even know what day the Sabbath day is? How does that help us when we don't know if we should eat pork or not, right? How does that help us? 32 and 12, right? How does that help us, man? That's not gonna help our children learn what the Most High required of them, right? That's not gonna help that, man. And that's what we need to do. We need to raise up our children, man, because it ain't even it's not about what everybody else is doing, man. At least we can raise up our children. Read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 12.
Read.
Blessed is the nation whose power is the Most High.
Blessed is the nation whose power is the Most High. So when you say you blessed as an Israelite, yeah. But guess what? If you don't keep His commandments, man, them curses come on you real quick, right? But yes, as a nation, man, we are blessed, man, because we His chosen people, right? How hard is it, right, for you to tell your child the truth? How hard is it for you to tell your child the truth, man? Right? Give me Isaiah 3 and 12, right? But we gonna see why that issue is. Oh, I just do it for my kids. Listen, when I was growing up, I didn't have no say so. It was whatever my parents told me, man. All this liberty that we trying to give to our children, man, to try to tell us what to do, it's not working for us, man.
Right.
That's why the Most High gave us an order, man. Read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12.
Read.
As for my people,
right?
Children are their oppressors.
Children are their oppressors, man. Your children is the reason why you can't do right, right? So you rather tell him about some white man who gonna come and drop off gifts, right? While you done work extra overtime during these holidays, right, to get him that gift, and you give the credit to the white man. How is that helping helping your children, man? See you as somebody, right, who's there to provide for them, who's there to nurture them. If you say, hey, some white man came down the chimney and he gave you these presents, forget that lie, man. Keep reading.
And women rule over them.
And the women rule over them. Listen, give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. For all you men out there, man, this scripture right here should change your life. All right, come. This scripture right here could change your life, man. You see what I'm trying to say? Because listen, the Most High gave us a position in our households, man, and it's to be the head, right? Read that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Read.
But I would have you know,
right,
that the head of every man,
right,
is Christ.
That the head of every man is Christ. Read.
And the head of the woman,
right,
is the man.
And the head of the woman is the man. Listen, you're not supposed to compromise a position the Most High already gave you. You're not supposed to beg your woman to be over her, man. The Most High already gave you that, right? A lot of us, we continue in our sin because we say, oh, I don't want to fight with the wife. Oh, I don't want to upset my children. Listen, the Most High gave you a position to be the head, right? Christ is your head. Christ didn't compromise with nobody, right? Because then how could we look at his life for direction, right? If he was compromising every way. He's our head, man. So he can't compromise because he has a obligation to lead us, just like we got an obligation to lead our children, man. So let's see what we should be teaching our children, right? Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 6. Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 6. Because we should be teaching our children righteousness, man. We shouldn't be teaching them fairy tales and lies. Because guess what? They gonna grow up and they gonna teach their children fairy tales and lies. We always talk about generational curses. You wanna know what the real generational curses is? Check Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, man.
Right.
Those are the real generational curses that we have to break. And it tells you how to do it. Hearken unto the Most High's word, man. But if you're not hearkening, how you gonna teach your children to hearken? Because children are very perceptive. I'm pretty sure we know that by now. Children see the things that you do. They might not say nothing, but they pick up on it. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 6.
Read.
And these words which I command thee this day
Right.
shall be in thine heart,
Right.
and thou shalt teach them diligently
Right.
unto thy children.
Okay, so we got to teach them diligently, right? To our children, right? We can't stop teaching our children these things just because Christmas came around, just because Thanksgiving came around, right? We got to continue diligently to teach it to our children. Read.
And Salaki.
Right.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Come on. So the sister across the street had a question, right? She want to know how does she love God, right? How are you supposed to love God, right? Give me 2 John 1 and 6. Give me 2 John 1 and 6. That's a good question, sister, right? I can't hear you, sis. You might have to come a little closer.
She got her kids in the
Oh, okay, no problem. But that's a good question, sis, right? Because that you do love God. All right, let me show you how. Let's see. We gonna check it with the scriptures, right? Read that.
This is the book of 2 John chapter 1 and verse 6.
Read.
And this is love,
Read.
that we walk after his commandments.
That we walk after his commandments. Do you know the commandments of the Most High? Not all of them, right? So you got the 10 commandments, right? You at least know those, right? But guess what? There's over 600 commandments in the scriptures, right? And we should be striving to keep each and every one of them, right? Let me give you one of them. Give me Numbers 15:38, right? Con. Matter of fact, go to that first. Exodus 20 and 8, right? Because the captain just brought out a good point. There's a day out of the week, right, that is holy unto the Most High. That's not like all the others, right? I ain't trying to put no stereotype or whatever, but as a woman, you take your birthday serious, correct? Not really? Okay, I would say most women take their birthday serious. Right. Most women take their birthday serious. I done seen women stop being friends with other women because they ain't come to their birthday party, right? They take that day very serious. But the Most High takes the Sabbath day serious, man. The Most High takes the Sabbath day serious. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Read.
Remember the Sabbath day,
Right.
to keep it holy.
Keep reading.
6 days shalt thou labor,
Right.
and do all thy work.
Right. So on the Sabbath day, right, we got to keep it holy. We shouldn't be working. Read.
But the seventh day
Right.
is the Sabbath of the Most High thy power.
Right. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work,
Read.
thou, nor thy son,
Right.
nor thy daughter,
Right.
thy manservant,
Right.
nor thy maidservant,
Right.
nor thy cattle,
Right.
nor thy stranger that
Right.
is within thy gates.
Read.
For in 6 days the Most High made heaven and earth,
Read.
the sea and all that in them is,
Right.
and rested the 7th day.
So the Sabbath day is supposed to be a day of rest, right? You're not supposed to be working, right? You're not supposed to be trying to clean out your garage, right? You ain't trying to run to the mall, get the outfit that just dropped, right? The new shoes that just dropped. It's a day of the Lord, man, right? And it's a very special day because let me ask you a question. Would you say that our people are on the top of society? No, right? But what's the reason for that? Could you give me a good explanation of why our people are on the bottom of society? Because we got a slave mentality. All right, so let's ask you a question. Why did we go into slavery?
Yes.
Say it again. I can't hear, Captain. What's it?
Multiple reasons.
Multiple reasons. All right. Let me give you right the exact reason
Yes,
why
bring
we
it
went
out.
into slavery.
Bring it
right?
out.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass,
right?
if thou wilt not